Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, you guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, I want to talk about Joel Embiid last night. And last night, this man got booed in Philadelphia again. Again, guys. This man is constantly being booed in Philadelphia, and rightfully so. I'm not knocking the Philly fans. He deserves it. Once again, the Philadelphia Eagles just won the Super Bowl. Shout out to Saquon Barkley. They just won the Super Bowl. Philadelphia, they're a pretty rowdy, raucous crowd, man, when it comes to sports. They're not trying to watch them guy like Joel Embiid. Once again, he's not keeping in line with the rich tradition, the history of Philadelphia sports. Like I said, when you got true competitors like Wilt Chamberlain playing for that team and, guys like Dr. J and Moses Malone, Bobby Jones, Maurice Cheeks, Andrew Tonys. Like, you had some of these really tough, hard-nosed, true competitors play for your team in the history of that team. That's not Joel Embiid, man. Right? You had guys like Allen Iverson on the Sixers, right? That kept getting knocked down and getting back up. We're going to talk about in this video, man, because Joel Embiid just embarrassed himself. They booed him last night in another loss to the Toronto Raptors. Oh, and Pinky P was out there doing nothing. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states, man, has been supporting my channel. Once again, shout out to all you guys out there. Shout out to everybody in the membership. Shout out to my man Ken Ash, the original member. Thank you to all you guys out there, man, that continue to send me emails, messages. Thank you very much, guys. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I wanted to talk briefly about Joel Embiid, man, and how this man was booed last night by the Philadelphia Sixers crowd. At home, they lost to Toronto Raptors, I believe, by 1 or 2 points. And Joel Embiid, at the end of the game, had a wide-open three-point shot. So Tyrese Maxey, penetrates to the baseline, and then he throws a pass out at the top of the key to Joel Embiid. He's wide open at the top of the key for a three-pointer. Wide open, right at the top of the key. And what did Joel Embiid do? Instead of taking that shot with confidence, because he shoots that shot all the time, these guys are always chugging up threes, he decided to pump fake nobody, put the ball on the floor, make a dribble move. He just tried to go between his legs for whatever reason, I don't know, loses the ball, the Raptors steal it, go down the court, the Sixers are forced to foul, and that's the ball game. And they boo Joel Embiid, and there goes Joel Embiid. Once again, the thumbnail of this video is that stupid sorry look that Joel Embiid had on his face, because this is Joel Embiid. He's not a true competitor. He's not a real grown man. He's a little kid out there, man. So he gets all weird and emotional, and he gets all upset all the time. Meanwhile, you do nothing during the game to impact the game. Like, where's your emotions? Where's your anger and frustration during the game? Where are you at during the game to make a stance, to be upset, to be mad? Where you at? You're not nowhere. You're nowhere. You're never playing. You can't play back-to-backs. Your knees all messed up. You're a frail, soft, sensitive dude, man. And once again, I do not respect Joel Embiid as a true competitor, as a true professional athlete. To me, he's not a professional basketball player. He's just a big guy that plays basketball in the NBA. I would never call him a professional, though. He gets paid to play basketball. Great for him, not a professional. The guy's out there doing nothing. Stats be damned. Once again, at the end of the game, when your team needs you the most, you weren't there to show up. So Tyrese Maxey had a bad game, right? Scoring the ball wise, didn't really put up any points. I think he only took like 7 shots for whatever reason. That's when Joel Embiid's supposed to step up. That's when guys like Pinky P are supposed to step up, right? They're supposed to be the main guys, and the other guys are supposed to assist them. Now, we know Tyrese Maxey has been the Sixers' best player, hands down, without these 2 clowns in the lineup most of the season. But last night was an off night for him. So where's Joel Embiid? He's not there. At the end of the game, they're down by 1 point, and Joel Embiid goofs the game away. Instead of taking an open shot, he decides to dribble the ball and put it between his legs. Why are you going between your legs? But remember, this is the most skilled era in NBA's history. No, it's not the most skilled ever. These guys think they have the most skills, so they try to do these stupid things. I used to never see David Robinson or, Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, Lonzo Mourning, Dikembe Mutombo, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You don't see these guys trying to dribble between their legs at the end of a game with the team down by 1 with seconds to go. No one's trying to do some fancy, stupid move. What was that move going to do for you? Nothing. But this is Joel Embiid trying to show off his skills when you don't have any. You're a goof. Joel Embiid got no footwork, guys. I love when people talk to me about his skills. Oh, Joel Embiid skills. He's a goof out there. How many times do you guys see Joel Embiid fall down? The man falls down more than Allen Iverson. And Allen Iverson was actually being knocked down Joel Embiid just falls down. How do you get knocked down when you're 7'2", 300 pounds? There's no one supposed to be knocking you down. This man's always on the floor. He's a goof. He has bad feet. He's a klutz. He's clumsy. No respect for Joel Embiid. So shout out to all the Philadelphia fans for booing this man again. Again, he gets booed at home. And once again, this goes to the respect factor that Joel Embiid does not get. No respect for Joel Embiid. This guy's a goof, but he won an MVP award. Think about that. That's an MVP winner in this era. That's why I laugh at these guys, Nikola Jokic and these guys going for these MVPs. Where's the competition at? Who are the MVP candidates over the last 5 years, guys? Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Giannis, Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum. These are the top MVP candidates over the last 5-6 years? Laughable. None of those guys are sniffing an MVP in the 90s, the 80s. None of this stuff, guys. Those are the facts, man. Once again, Joel Embiid got emotional and cried and moaned for an MVP, and they gave it to him. He didn't earn it. They gave him the MVP. And this is an MVP caliber player. Does he play like an MVP? Is he a leader? No intangibles for Joel Embiid. And he gets booed because he turned the ball over at the end of the game because, once again, trying to do too much, trying to do something and be someone you're not, instead of just taking an open shot. Right? All the time that these guys shoot threes, he has a wide open three and doesn't shoot it. Like, what are we doing here, man? I thought that's what you guys do. I thought you guys are so skilled that you guys can shoot. Oh, Joel Embiid, skilled, man. He can shoot from here. He can shoot from there. He can't even stay on the court. Once again, the Philadelphia fans are used to players or, watching professional athletes go out there and be true professional athletes. But what do they get? They get Ben Simmons. They get James Harden. They get Jimmy Butler was on that team. And I'm not saying Jimmy Butler was a problem on the team, but these are the personalities they've gotten. They've got Joel Embiid now and Paul George. These are the guys they have on that team. Kelly Oubre. My goodness, man. My goodness. These are the guys that they've had to deal with. Ben Simmons, James Harden, Joel Embiid, Paul George. Think about those names I've said. They've had those guys on the team over the last 5 seasons. Those guys have been on the roster at some point over the last 5 years, guys. That's laughable, man. That's a laughable team. That's almost like you could have a starting lineup of the goofs of the NBA over the last 5 years. Think about it. James Harden running the point. You put a Paul George out there at the small forward, the shooting guard. You could put Ben Simmons at a power forward or a small forward. Then you got Joel Embiid out there, and you could put Jimmy Butler at a shooting guard. That's literally a starting lineup of who's who of the goofs of the NBA, the divas of the NBA, the non-professionals of the NBA. Think about those names I read off. Ben Simmons, James Harden, Joel Embiid, Paul George, Jimmy Butler. Straight goofs, all those guys, man. None of those guys have any respect. None of them. You respect any of those guys? I don't respect them. You had Paul George asking for max money, felt disrespected by the Clippers organization for their offer. This man's out there averaging 14 points a game on 40% shooting. The man had, 14 points last night? What do you have? 3 rebounds? Again, 1 rebound? 0 assists? I don't even know. He does nothing on the court, Paul George. Nothing on the court. Literally nothing, guys. Out there just take some shots. All he is a guy on the payroll. At this point, a lot of these guys are just getting paid just to be out there. And a lot of times, they're not even out there. So once again, shout out to the Philadelphia fans for booing Joel Embiid. Like I said, they're used to seeing people go out there and give effort, man. And Joel Embiid, it's a blue-collar town. A lot of these cities are blue-collar towns, man. It's cities where people got to wake up every day and go to work. Wake up every day and go to work, man. And the Philadelphia fans, y'all crazy. I remember years ago, I told you guys, I used to work in the jail. I was a correctional officer for like 15 years, man. And I was working in the jail for a while, and there was a guy there who was a really hardcore Philadelphia Eagles fan, man. And, I'm pretty, not a hardcore Giants fan, but, I'm a pretty vocal Giants fan. And, he invited me to, he had season tickets to the Eagles. And he invited me to an Eagles versus Giants game, right? The Giants were playing in Philadelphia. He invited me to the game. Now, I ended up not being able to go to the game, but I remember when he invited me to the game, he gave me some special instructions, like if I was going to go with him, because he knew who I am, how I was. I'm very loud. You guys know that. I'm vocal like that. I'm aggressive, these kinds of things. So he told me, he said, hey, listen, Robin, if you come to the game, don't wear any Giants stuff. Don't wear a Giants hat. Don't wear a Giants jersey. Don't wear Giants anything, right? And he said, you got to be careful out there, man, because if you wear Giants stuff, they're going to come at you. Like, you're going to have a problem out there, in the stands with these Philadelphia Eagle fans. They're going to be on you. And he told me stories about, other teams coming in and, people wearing their jerseys or, supporting their team that's not Philadelphia, and them having to get escorted out of the stadium by security because the Philadelphia fans were getting on them. And sometimes this stuff does get a little scary, gets a little dangerous out there. I remember I was at a Giants game versus the against the Chicago Bears, and this was the first season that they opened up MetLife Stadium. And I got tickets from a friend, and me and my wife went to this game. And this is before we had kids. So we go to this game, and we're at MetLife Stadium. And like I said, they're versus the Bears. And I can't remember what game of the season. It might have been like the 5th or 6th game of the season, whatever. And the Giants were good at this point. And they're playing against the Bears, and the Giants were beating the Bears. I think it was like 17-3, right? And it's like the 4th quarter now. And remember, people start drinking alcohol. Things get a little crazy when people drink. And the Chicago Bears fans were there. And obviously, you're surrounded by New York Giants fans. And New Yorkers can get a little hostile. They can get a little crazy, too. And it got crazy. Guys started throwing drinks. People were throwing food at each other. It got nuts. And it got to the point where security had to come and escort the Chicago Bears fans out of there because they were feared for their safety. They were worried about these people. Once again, I'm not condoning violence or saying that this is right or, it's funny, but these are the kinds of things that happen in some of these games. In Philadelphia, those fans, they ain't playing no games. You got to go out there and show them something. And Joel Embiid hasn't shown these people a damn thing. Remember, they said trust the process. Well, these people have been trusting the process. They've been sitting back patiently. They've been waiting. And nothing is happening. Nothing. Joel Embiid's done nothing. And those are the facts, guys. You guys know the deal, man. Joel Embiid booed again because no one respects that clown. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.